Well, making money simple is important because the financial world is incredibly complex. There are so many choices, and people tend to get paralyzed by the amount of choices, and they don't necessarily understand them all. And so I think the importance of making money simple is that you really have to find a system or a process that allows you to make a few really good decisions at the onset, and then not a lot of ongoing commitment from there. And so for the most part, you can be aware of different investment choices, different spending choices. You can be aware of your goals. But the challenge with it all becomes not only is some of the issues complex, but we are also humans with a lot of emotions that make mistakes along the way. And so my belief in trying to make money simple is both setting clear-cut guidelines, only focusing on those most important decisions, and then putting systems and processes in place that allow you to make good money decisions on an ongoing basis, because you can't take the human out of human beings. You have to put up those behavioral guardrails with whatever those processes are. And generally speaking, if you tell somebody they have to open a spreadsheet every week to track their expenses, or that they have to closely monitor their portfolio or make the choice to invest on an ongoing basis, well, people will either do it, forget to do it, they'll have some sort of emotional reason that they don't want to do it. Just sticking to a plan over a long period of time lets you leverage the power of compounding. And in the grand scheme of things, good personal finance, good investing is really just about minimizing mistakes and leveraging the power of compounding, getting the heck out of its way, and doing everything you can to keep your eye on the prize, and then just enjoy the ride. So again, those systems and processes, if they're automated, it just allows you to live your life. It allows you not to worry about things on an ongoing basis, and I think that makes life far simpler. Well, so I always say to start with the end in mind. So all too often we make decisions without really thinking about the future. And again, whether this is saving or spending or investing or doing some other type of advanced tax or insurance planning, you have to know where you're trying to go. And once you know where you're trying to go, well, we can create a roadmap to get there. So if I'm a pilot, I'm going to create a flight plan from New York to San Francisco. I can know that there are going to be certain sort of winds, and the weight of the plane will be a certain way, and there's other air traffic up there, and I'll make a plan. But the thing is, once up in the air, you have to make adjustments. There are changes you can't predict, and without knowing where you're going to try to go, if I'm trying to go New York to San Francisco, I don't want to end up in Toronto. So that will really influence what I'm trying to accomplish. So typically, it starts with knowing where you're trying to go and figuring out how I need to get there. I tend to go through a process that I refer to as reverse budgeting that focuses on the savings first. What do I need to save automatically for my different goals? And how often do I need to do it? And once I have those goals, building a specific portfolio for each of those goals with a unique asset allocation that matches the ability and willingness of each goal to tolerate risk. So your goals that are due up in 12 months really ought to be all in cash, whereas goals like retirement can have a far more aggressive stock allocation and it can tolerate that volatility over time. So once you know how much you need to save, where to invest in, how to invest it, well, then you can just spend the rest of your money as you see fit. You don't have to worry about it on an ongoing basis. And then it's just a matter of automating and staying disciplined, recognizing that losses are normal, recognizing that volatility in the market is really just the cost of higher returns over a longer period of time. Inside ETFs has so many opportunities to learn, some really great panels, some great speakers. I think my favorite part are really just talking to the people here who are in attendance, other advisors, other decision makers, really trying to get perspectives of what are people doing that are helping their clients stay the course. Because again, if minimizing mistakes is the big key in that behavioral coaching that we do with clients, is just to be there, be their behavioral babysitter, make sure they don't deviate. What are people doing to help make sure that they can accomplish that goal? Lots of really smart people here. It's always a great event to come to, learn from others, and just happy to be a part of it.